We got to get up here, and I got to go get the hoses ready, get the ladder, climb up on the roof, and clean out the all the what are the things called again? All the pads and the trays on the air conditioners. So we got to do that. Get all the dust out and get all the chemicals, spray out as much of the chemicals of the pads as we can. So we'll do that to make sure Dad's healthy. Help people be healthy. And you can only do your best. Just you go up on the roof and you say a prayer like I did over Zeke's grave. Give back, and he did. His little grave, where it grew a lot of good oxygen providing plants for living critters. So he did. His body was given back to others after he was given and he gave back. So he's a good dog, and you got to understand, all groups throughout the world, you have those that it's not, the Good Samaritan. There are those that understand, what is sacred and what is given and what is needed to continue to give. And there are those that just take and then take what is given for granted and think they can just keep taking. And those are the type that are trying to build robots to keep themselves safe from other robot builders. They just take and take and take, and they don't give back. Like in Zager and Evans, 25-25. He's taking all that this world could give, and he ain't give back, put back nothing. Whoa, right? And that's just the way greedy people are. The water, the blood of Christ isn't sacred to them. They'll sit in a man's house and his domicile through the Patriot Act and other, we keep people safe with money and virtual presence and selling people's intimacy. Yeah, wow. That keeps people safe, huh? No wonder you're not the line of King David, right? It's obvious. Last night I loaded that thing and I sat down and it went 2 hours and like 58 minutes. I said, fuck it, I'm not going anywhere. So I set it down. And then I sat down and just laid there, and then I looked, okay, in 38 minutes, 22 minutes, it went real fast. I thought, well, it should go real fast. It's got nothing to process except audio and dark, so it should load pretty quick. And it didn't take too long to load. And then I just crashed, fell asleep. Just my body just, don't stress and just, just survive this hell from these perverts, and then help other people, help console them through. It's like, guys, you get all these people, but these people, I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to try to survive. I know the options they give the people in this valley to survive, kill people in Las Cruces and El Paso we want killed, or what options are these people going to have? They live in El Paso, right? Where are they going to move to where the Temple of Set Illuminati is not, and where they're not killing people with bad science projects? Where are they going to go? Wait a minute, Linda Creed. The first house on the moon? Okay. There'd be no neighbors, no population boom? Are you sure about that? We got a lot of people stuck in genocide operations in the Mesilla Valley. Okay. There's no candy bars? No candy bars. Oh. Might as well just move to Jupiter to get more stupider, right? It's funny. But so I don't sit there and, God damn all these people. I used to feel that way after a while. It's like every time it's like, God damn, fucking get the technology and just kill them all. You feel that way. That's your first response. Is you're so angry that they're ignoring the Lord's Prayer and murdering people over money. Your first response is just grab a sword and just go through and just start lopping heads off. That's your first response. Okay. It's fight or flee, kill or be killed. That's the first human response when you explain, hey, the water is sacred. Don't put jet fuel in the water. Hey, people and critters need water to live, and we can't live without the critters, right? We kill off all the bees and the hummingbirds and stuff like that with jet fuel. We die too. Right? We get to watch all the beautiful little critters die before us. Like old Ray Williams for the New York Knicks with Butch Beard. They'd hit turbulence, and Ray Williams would run to the back of the plane. Butch Beard said that's so he could watch everybody else die before him. It's funny. Yeah. But so you get, these people, that's all these people with robots. They just want to watch everybody else die before them and then see if the cats turn into flying cats like Rocket J. Squirrel to catch all the rats in New York City. Right? It's just another rainy day. It's just a rainy, rainy day in New York City. Right, so this is a pretty gross organization full of gross people, pretty bad people. And old Rockefeller, he hated everybody worse than they hate him. And he set them up, and he said that, you give them an inch and they'll take a mile. You can get up and do 50 things right, and you do one thing wrong, and they'll use that one thing to justify trying to take your spot. To, be the coach of the Knicks, to be the owner of the Knicks, to be the commissioner of the league. You can do 50 things right, do one thing wrong. Okay, all your Jello pudding popping is shot to hell. No more best sitcom in the history of the 1980s. You'll always be known as the Beverly Johnson date rape fucker. You will never be known as Fat Albert again, right? It's like, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. You don't do 50 really good things to get Hester Prentice and fuck her and I'm the priest and nobody knows I did it. Oh boy, need more money for the Holocaust Museum? You're just dealing with really bad people. And you're just like, what? That's why you don't try to be righteous, you are. Empathy and respect. Is it right? All right, well, then do it. Other things and stuff. There's nothing wrong with wanting to sexually comfort women that are being sexually abused by scientists. And they want to sexually comfort you. And you have a lot of them that always want to, good gravy, half the call center at Phoenix, and Mo Maxine, you're just a fox in the hen house. No, I'm not. Trust me. But I was always like, if you needed a good massage and a good, don't mess with the Zohan. Oh yeah, that would have been Earl at the, if the women had just been, all the single women had just been honest with him. Honestly, I just need a good massage and a good screw. Can you buy some condoms? And I need a good massage and a good screw too. Hey, it sounds good to me. I'm there, man. Right. And that's what you have to do when you're surviving in hell. It's not our fault. The devil and Satan have taken over and we all accept money over the Lord's Prayer. But in the future, that won't have to happen. Like what I told you guys about with Lord Saladin, one of the worst things in the world. And David, you don't want to have to sexually provide, protect, and comfort for your friend's wife because all the jealous guys killed your buddy to try to discourage you from stopping them from taking 5,000 concubines because they're Don Juan DeMarco. Okay, all you El Toro relajos out there. Okay, so. Most of them try to pretend to be Ferdinand, the gentle bull. Yeah. Oh shucks, man. Next thing you know, they're the Hardy kid from the. What about the Hardy Boys? It's a mystery, but yeah, they do that a lot. They've learned how to do that. All the rapists. They come in and, oh, they're your best friend. They're the greatest protector. They're so smart. He's crazy and stupid and archaic. We have the best science, whatever and stuff. You can manipulate anything with science, given the components to the narrative. My thing, just live the Lord's Prayer first, then we'll see where the science goes. No Lord's Prayer, no justice, no peace. Right? You can do anything you want with a science project. Try to make Mr. Clean look like a pervert, and and which is obvious, and they're still doing it. They're not really still doing it. They're just trying to get AIGI to buy it, and it's like, yeah, but we're dealing with natural laws here, and life's eternal, grace is infinite, and you need water to live, and they're putting jet fuel in the water holes, and well, these people will pay for a paycheck. We know that, but let's just stop the whole paycheck thing, and we'll see who takes his jobs and shoves it. All right, it's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. We'll let an angel get their wings. We'll ring some of those bells. You can come on, Anita Ward. You can ring. Or is it Anita Bell? I can't remember. You can ring my bell, ring-a-ling-a-ling. You can ring my bell anytime, anywhere. My mom's favorite was Elisa Bridges. Please don't talk about love tonight. And get women, they all love the nightlife. I got to boogie on the disco out when men are being horrible. They just want to go out to the club and just dance. Just all the girls. They don't want any guys around there sick of you. Really? Oh. Okay. I had nothing to do with it. Yeah. Now you think I'm the head of the Jello Pudding Pop date rape club. Oh, wow. You guys are sweet. When did I get in the locker room with Donald Trump and start terrorizing all the poor kids that end up making the drugs and building the robots that get rid of all the people like Donald Trump and his football players? Okay, I love you guys. Yeah. Not all football players are bad. Oh, that's not true. But not all football players are good. Sometimes your football team is like, God, most of the guys on our team are assholes and the other team's not assholes. I'm rooting for the Lobos this year. Okay. I love you guys, all right? Peace out, man.